It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat Disabato from the Southtown Star newspaper. And folks, do not check your calendars. I'm not playing a cruel joke on you. This is April 14th, 11th, 12th, 14th. We're taping on a Monday. We have snow outside here. Standard Bank Stadium in Crestwood, 14011 South Kenton Avenue, home of the Windy City Thunderbolts. 2 days ago, 75 degrees and sunny. Now we're getting a little snow here. This has just been an unbelievable year. So, all right, folks, got a great show for you. Our first guest, two guests we have for you. First guest, Mike Lucas, General Manager of the Windy City Thunderbolts. We're going to talk about the T-Bolts' upcoming season, all kinds of promotions, fundraisers, a lot of exciting things happening at this stadium this year for the baseball season. We're going to talk all things with Mike Lucas about the happenings here at Standard Bank Stadium. Our second guest, Tom Clifford, Senior Vice President of Wealth Management at Standard Bank. Folks, you got some money, you want to get in a little budget here, you want to invest your money, you got a 401k to roll over, Tom will be here to give you some advice, valuable advice, all right? All right, folks, we are going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. Go to beggarspizza.com, got some coupons on there for you. And we come back, Mike Lucas, GM of the Windy City Thunderbolts, will be our guest. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a pepperoni sausage, green peppers and onions. Don't forget the extra cheese, large pizza. Oh, by the way, I also make house calls. Beggar's Pizza, we lay it on thick.
At Standard Bank, we help our neighbors make tomorrow brighter. Families count on us for personal service and banking convenience. Business owners find smart solutions and the resources to capitalize on new opportunities. It's one thing to locate in a community, quite another to invest in it. That's what we do at Standard Bank. We're people you know, services that make your life easier, and financial strength you can count on. We're Standard Bank, in your neighborhood.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, our first guest, Windy City Thunderbolt General Manager Mike Lucas. Mike, thanks for coming on board again, my man.
Thanks, Pat.
Fifth year as GM, 11th overall with the organization. Time flies when you're having fun.
It's been a long time. And obviously doing these shows with you for a long time as well. And I was going to joke and say that I'm glad you guys were able to come out in December, but with the snow out here, that's what it feels like, but it is actually April 14th.
It is. It's crazy, man. This is nuts, but all right, so about a month ago before the big opener, what's it look like? How do T-Bolts looking this year? What can fans expect?
T-Bolts are looking really good, actually. We think that we've nailed some of the acquisitions that we wanted to make during the offseason. We've added some strong arms. It's going to be one of those tough seasons or tough spring trainings where the guys that we're going to release are going to be just as good, but not as good as the guys we're keeping. So it's one of those tough jobs. I don't have anything to do with that job. That's actually our field manager and our coaches, but they're going to have some tough decisions. And it seems like we probably say that every single year, but this year the velocity that these pitchers are coming in with are just tremendous. So if they have some control, we're definitely going to see some solid arms this year out of the starters as well as the bullpen. And we've also tightened up our position players, and we think we've added some power as well. So this, we haven't really been known as a power team over the years, but I think this year, if everything comes together, we should have pretty much a solid solid ball club on the field all season.
So there wasn't a necessarily like pitching, hitting, defense. You're targeting. It was just about everything, huh? You guys touched a little bit on everything.
Touched a little bit of everything. We did lose some ball players this year to retirement. Actually, Chad Krager and Zach August both retired. So that was, that's going to be some big gaps to fill in the lineup. We've also had some pitchers that have either been signed or have been traded, to other organizations. So there has been some holes that we've had to fill in the offseason, and our coaching staff and our manager is very confident with who we're bringing in that we are definitely going to be able to fill those voids and hopefully fill them and even, do better than we did last year.
Yep. Let's talk about filling some seats.
Okay.
You guys are good about filling those seats, man. So, what type of promotions? You guys always have some promotions. I know you have some new promotions going on this year too. So let the fans know about them.
Well, we have a lot of promotions going on this year. We obviously have our run-of-the-mill promotions like our discounted beer nights, and we actually changed up some of our promotions during the week. This actually on Wednesdays we're offering 50-cent hot dogs, which is just a great deal all around. We still have our Saturday firework nights. And then Sunday what we did was we actually dropped our price of the family 4-pack. 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas for $30. Post-game catch in the outfield, post-game autographs from the ball players. You're getting all of that for $30. You can't beat it.
No, you can't.
Mondays and Tuesdays we're really gearing towards the community and the schools and libraries. And we have made some headway on some different promotions for the wrestling fans that are out there. We are doing post-game wrestling on Thursdays. What's happened over the years is we have the same discount on Thursdays and Fridays has really taken over those 2 days. So we wanted to figure out something on Thursdays to draw the fans in. So we're going to do some post-game wrestling. We're going to have about an hour show after the Thunderbolts game in the beer garden on the concourse, and it's with Blitz Pro Wrestling out of Joliet. And they're going to come here, but the kicker is every single Thursday we're going to have a former WWE wrestling star. So the WWE wrestling star, we have stars like Rhino, Al Snow, Demolition. We also have Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And then the kicker is Jake the Snake Roberts.
Wow.
Coming out to the ballpark,
Mercy.
signing autographs, throwing out a first pitch, and there's even going to be a couple of those wrestlers are even going to wrestle on that night. So we're really excited about that.
And combine that with the discounted beer, and there's a lot of fun to be had
That's
at
a
the
lot
old
of fun.
ballpark, man. That's
That's a lot of
awesome.
fun.
That is awesome. And let's talk about these fundraising programs, because I know you guys have that purchase a ticket, half goes to an organization, right? Is that how it's still working out, or what?
Yeah, you know what, and I'm glad. Every year we talk about it on this show, and it's something worth talking about every year because we help raise over $100,000 to the different organizations in the area. If you get to a certain ticket plateau, so for 500 tickets, it is literally a 5-5 split.
Yep.
So you get 500 tickets, you're going to raise $2,500 for your organization right off the bat, $2,500 for the Thunderbolts, and we have organizations like Payless Baseball who actually raise over $12,000 a year. They sell over 2,000 tickets to one of our games, and that is definitely the one organization that does really well. The rest of the organizations, it just depends on what they can afford to do and what they can get their volunteers to do.
Yeah.
But the fundraising program, it's definitely, there are some teams in this league that try to duplicate what we do. But again, we have no problem with anybody taking our ideas. That means that they're successful and they work, and somebody else thinks that as well. So we're really excited about bringing back the fundraising program. We have made some changes over the years to kind of go with the times of the economy. So we actually have offered some different incentives on like a Sunday where the threshold is less to get to that 5-5 split. But we want to fill the seats any way that we can do it.
Yeah, and folks, really, you have a youth organization, a travel program. You get people here, you have a great time at this place. It's very affordable, beautiful stadium. If you've never been here, great baseball. You can't have a bad time. Kids love it, man.
They do.
It's
They really
so
do.
family friendly. It's amazing. You guys do a tremendous job.
Thank you very much.
And you can help out your program, your youth program. So that's awesome. And the other thing, Mike, is you guys doing a Wish Fest again, right?
We are, yes.
That's August 9th?
August 9th,
Trace Atkins is the headliner.
Rodney Atkins.
Rodney Atkins.
Rodney
I'm sorry.
Atkins. That's
Rodney
okay.
Atkins.
Yeah, Rodney Atkins. Actually, everybody gets that confused, but Rodney Atkins, August 9th here at the ballpark. They also have about 4 other acts that are also
Sean
going to be
and Charlie,
performing.
one of them,
Sean and
Infinity.
Charlie, Infinity. Yeah, there's quite a few bands that are going to be here on August 9th. This is the second year that we've had this Wish Fest, and we know that we're helping raise a lot of money for that organization.
Yep.
And tickets are on sale now. The best bet is to get them now, because at some point the ticket prices are going to increase. So you might as well get them right now while they're hot, while they're available for a little less money. But again, a little less money, little more money, whatever it is, it's all going to a great foundation and a great cause.
So go to WCThunderbolts.com and you can check out everything. You guys, every day, you guys have a special going on when you're at home. Something's going on. Something's happening. They're discounting things. A lot of things going on here at Standard Bank Stadium. So looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, one thing I did want to mention is we also, on June 23rd, we have scheduled a game against the Chicago Bandits and a Battle of the Sexes game.
Battle of the Sexes, man.
So our ball players are going to be hanging up their pants for some softball shorts on June 23rd at 7 o'clock. We're really looking forward to it. We have great seats, great tickets available for that event as well. Again, we are very excited to host that. The other thing that we're doing, when we mentioned the wrestling, we're working with that same promotion to have a large event sometime in August around that Wish Fest. Since the ballpark's going to be pretty much shut down that week for Wish Fest, we're going to try and get a large show here at the ballpark, maybe at home plate, and get some other names coming out to the ballpark. So we're working it. We're working it every day.
Definitely. That's awesome. Well, looking forward to it, Mike. It's going to be a tremendous season here. A lot of fun at the ballpark, right?
That's right.
Crestwood. You can't beat it right in the backyard, man. All right. Thanks for coming on board again. Wish you nothing but success this year with the T-Balls. I'll be out a few times. I won't be hawking beers, but I'll be out enjoying some baseball, my man. All right?
We'll welcome you.
All right, folks. We're going to go to Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. When we return, we're going to have the big man on, Tom Clifford, head of wealth management at Standard Bank. All right, stay tuned. A lot of great information to be had. See you in a little bit.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut and style for just $27 and guys get a cut and style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
If you're looking for delicious barbecue in the Southland, no one does it better than Bonapit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights. Stop in and try our mouth-watering ribs, tender piled-high pulled pork sandwich with homemade chips, or a perfecta combo in our year-round indoor-outdoor patio. Having a special get-together, Bonapit offers a party room for up to 100 people. Want to watch the big game? Fans can do so on one of our many flat-screen TVs and enjoy $10 domestic bucket specials every Sunday. Bonapit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights. No one does barbecue better. Hello, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. No, folks, we are not in the North Pole. This is not December, January. This is April in lovely Chicago. So, all right, our next guest here, Tom Clifford, Senior Vice President of Wealth Management at Standard Bank. Tom, thanks for coming on board.
Thank you.
And before we get rolling here with some wealth management, we got a little bit of a celebrity here, folks. Tom Clifford, starting point guard on the 77 St. Lawrence team that went to state with the great Stack and Boyle combo, right?
Yes, we did. We were fortunate enough to make a run down there.
Some great memories there, I imagine.
Yes, absolutely.
Outstanding, man. That's cool. That's great. All right, so, our viewers, a lot of parents have devoted a lot of time, energy, and specifically money, club teams, specialized training, and travel programs. So we want to get a little money in their pockets. You know what I'm saying, Tom? So specifically, what should viewers know about the products at Standard Bank?
Well, first of all, Pat, when you think of a community bank like Standard Bank, you think of the savings accounts, the personal checking and business checking accounts. But at Standard Bank, it's a full-service bank. We offer mortgages, insurance, and of course our wealth management division. We have a team of professionals that will help in any estate planning needs there.
Okay. So wealth management, what type of services and products specifically do you guys offer?
Well, first of all, our wealth management team consists of 5 investment advisors that will cover our branch network. We also have 5 trust officers that will assist in estate planning needs for a lot of our clients, whether it's establishing estate plans, trusts, assisting with the wills and things of that nature, really getting involved in the estate planning. But our team will sit down with the client, try to understand what their estate planning needs are, which could include retirement planning, 401k plans, rollover plans as well. So we pretty much have a full service trust area.
So you got pretty much a team of advisors now that
Absolutely.
could help our viewers with all kinds of different
Yes.
things.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sure.
Who are the ideal customers that you can assist?
Well, we look at that, and our ideal customers is pretty much anyone. We have a full service offering of investment products, estate planning products as well. So there really isn't an ideal customer because everyone kind of fits that mold.
Okay. Well, there's a big myth out there, and ever since I was a kid, you hear about, financial advisor. You're always thinking about you have to have a lot of money. There's got to be a lot of wealth involved with that, but that's not the case, right?
No, not really, Pat. We have programs that can actually help and assist the early on investor, somebody who's just getting started in the investment world, or some people who just don't have the time or the wherewithal to understand some of the intricacies of the market. We particularly have 5 investment portfolio allocation models that we've designed, which really range from a conservative model on up to a little bit more aggressive model for our client base. That kind of helps them understand or look at a situation and say, you know what, I'm really kind of a middle of the road, a balanced individual, but I'm not quite sure what should go into it. All they really need to do is choose the portfolio. We'll do the investing of the funds that we're going at, yes.
Okay. Now, if you change jobs, you have a 401k plan, you want to roll that baby over, what should someone do?
Well, you know what, and that's become a lot more commonplace. The days of somebody working at their place of employment for 30-plus years is pretty much, passé. It really doesn't come up that often. I mean, for somebody to work at the same organization for a long time is pretty unique. So we see a lot of that transitioning going on, and our advisors will sit down with a client and help them understand all of the different options that they have when rolling or transitioning from one place of employment to another. There could be tax ramifications that we want to make sure that they understand. So our advisors really sit down with them, help them understand what the options are, understand what and if any tax ramifications there may be, and kind of put them on a path or a plan to assist them with that.
Okay. And I mean, people shouldn't be afraid. Families shouldn't be afraid. I mean, you walk into Standard Bank, very approachable. It doesn't matter really how much your income is, right? I mean,
not at all. No, you're absolutely right. And again, we've got second and third generation of clients from historically who have been customers of the bank, and we know that there's a way that we can help all of these folks out.
Right. So I mean, in Standard Bank, what I love about Standard Bank Stadium here, I mean, branches everywhere throughout the south suburbs, north suburbs. Why should people come to Standard Bank?
Well, as you just mentioned, we're a community bank. And we have a vested interest in the communities that we serve. We're very proud of the fact that our employees live locally in the marketplaces that we serve, and we want them to be involved in the communities that we serve. So we really have a vested interest, if you will, in helping the individuals and the communities that we serve.
And now back to this St. Lawrence thing. Your fondest memory, when you look back at this, 40 years ago, almost, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's embarking on that. What's your fondest memory? What do you remember most about that experience?
Well, I would say the team togetherness with that. It was a year that I think because of, you mentioned Jim Stack and Kevin Boyle, they were juniors that year, and I think it was possibly a little rebuilding year. But we had played together in a lot of the JV games that year before, and really kind of meshed together, and just to watch that team grow and make a pretty decent run in that tournament. Unfortunately, Jimmy Stack broke his ankle in our first game down there in the Elite Eight game against Phillips, and was unable to play the rest of the tournament there. So
could have been a little bit different.
You like to think so.
Yeah,
you like to think so.
They're tremendous players, man. Those were
absolutely.
legends.
They had great careers.
Legends, yep.
Great careers.
All right, well, Tom, thanks for coming on board here.
Sure,
Appreciate it. And folks, jump on board, standardbanks.com, all types of scenarios, whatever you guys are looking for, FDIC insured. And there's also, aren't you guys doing like a shredding program, I understand? There's something going on, and you could jump on standardbanks.com to take a look at that as well, right?
Right, absolutely.
Okay, for all your needs, folks. All right, Tom, thanks for coming on board. And when we come back, folks, Standard Bank text poll question of the week. Tom's eligible for this. We're going to make him eligible for this. A chance to win a $50 gift card, compliments of Standard Bank. And then we'll have Players of the Week, Coach of the Week, all that good stuff. Stay tuned.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
Since 1970, Standard Bank & Trust has been a landmark at the corner of 95th and Western. Now there's a new, state-of-the-art Standard Bank at the same convenient location and better equipped to serve your needs. So stop by and meet our friendly professional staff. They provide personalized service and a wide range of products to help both businesses and individuals reach their financial goals. In the Evergreen Park area and in communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, we're your neighborhood bank. Learn more at standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Again, I'd like to thank Tom Clifford, Senior Vice President of Wealth Management at Standard Banks, for being our guest, and Mike Lucas, General Manager of the Windy City Thunderbolts. Before we get to the text poll question sponsored by Standard Bank, folks, got to mention a couple things here for the Windy City Thunderbolts. April 30th, come to Standard Bank Stadium, 7 o'clock, free admission, Northern Illinois University against Northwestern University. That's going to be a great game. Come on out, April 30th, 7 p.m., free admission to check out some great college baseball. And May 16th is when the T-Bolts open up their season. All right, playing the Frontier Grays, 7 o'clock here, Standard Bank Stadium. Should be a great, great opener. All right, time for the text poll question. Sponsored by Standard Bank. A little Windy City flavor, all right? Before the professional organization known as the Windy City Thunderbolts, all right, what was the name of this organization prior to Windy City Thunderbolts? All right, text A if you think it was the Windy City Slickers, B for the Southside Hitmen, C for the Cook County Cheetahs, D for Chester's Cheetahs. All right, text your answer, A, B, C, or D, to 708-365-8501. Texter number 3 with the correct response wins a $50 gift card, compliments of Standard Bank. All right, good luck. The Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week. We're giving it to Homewood Flossmoor baseball player Nick Brandt. 6 for 8 last week with 2 homers, 3 doubles, 5 runs, and 9 RBIs. That was just during a doubleheader sweep of Beecher. All right, that's a day, have a day. So we're going to hook Nick up with a nice $25 gift card, compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oakbrook. The Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week, Leaconway East softball player Elena Salvaggio. Smacked a 2-run homer with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th to lead the Griffins to an 11-9 win over rival Lincoln Way North. For her efforts, we're going to hook Elena up with a nice goodie bag, compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon. Locations in Tinley Park and Orland Park. And the Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse Coach of the Week, none other than St. Rita baseball coach Mike Zunica, has led the Mustangs to a 15-0 start to the season. That's getting it done. So we're going to hook up Zuni with a nice $25 gift card, compliments of Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights, the best barbecue on the south side, bar none. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. When we return, we have some good stuff for you, so stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Brook Promenade.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut and style for just $27 and guys get a cut and style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
If you're in the mood for some of the finest barbecue in the Southland, then Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights is a place for you and your family. Whether it's ribs, chicken, brisket, pulled pork, or any other barbecue favorites, Bona Pit serves up a flavor explosion in a championship form. We also offer steaks, seafood, sandwiches, a mouth-watering nachos platter, and salads in a casual atmosphere, with the option of either dining inside or on our heated patio. Watch the big game in our full-service bar, or call ahead for pickup. Bona Pit in Palos Heights. All right, folks, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, folks, this is it for our 11th season, final show, 287th show in the history of the Coach's Corner. So, hope to be back in 2014, the fall. And with that said, we have to thank our sponsors, Beggar's Pizza. Thanks to the Goretto family, my boy Ray Cantello, for the continued support. Standard Bank, Tracy Mulhausen, Mr. Kelly, all the good people at Standard Bank. Folks, standardbanks.com, jump on board. Any type of financial needs and services, they're there for you. Athletics, sports, and orthopedic physical therapy. Our guy Tom Mulvey. You have a little injury, you need some rehab work. Tom Mulvey's the best in the business. He'll set you straight, hook you up, get you back on your feet. Lisa Thomas Salon, Lisa and Tommy Kamak, been longtime supporters of us. They'll get you looking pretty. Kids, you want to get yourself hooked up with prom? That's the spot to go. Locations in Orland and Tinley Park. And they give you great discounts if you're a high school student. Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse, in Palos Heights, 122nd in Harlem. Our guy Jimmy, best barbecue in the South Side. They take barbecue seriously, folks. Check them out. Outstanding stuff. And of course, Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oak Brook. Richie Labs, Chief Doughboy, he's the man. I'd like to thank my cameraman, Gerard Grabowski. Also like to thank my web guy, the notorious BIGUN, George Carpenter. Everyone, have a great, great spring and summer. See you next year.